Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Group D, Foggy versus WFZ, the winner bracket final. The first who takes 2 maps in this best of 3 will go to the playoffs alongside 120, Infi, Moon, Lin, TH, and Lawliot.
And you already hinted it before we went into the break. It would be very good for Foggy to take first place here. Would be avoiding Lin and 120, of course. One thing that I would like to see him do is end up on the opposite side, opposite bracket, side of the bracket as 120, and that is more likely when you're first place, because then you have a 66% chance to be on the opposite side, or you're unlucky and you're still on the same side. Because I must say, against 120, it would be hard. He is notoriously bad against Undead, but WFZ, he has beaten before in the past.
Indeed. GCS Fall 2016. It was Foggy 2-0ing this guy, WFZ, in the lower bracket round 2 and continuing his miraculous run onto the 3rd place and to the bronze medal. There he is again. Looking really relaxed, really in a good mood. Like nothing to complain so far. Oops, my didn't switch. There we go. WFZ here. Man, is this finally the breakout performance by WFZ at GCS? We'll see. We have seen this before. Map picks and bans. Turtle Rock gone. Terranas gone. We start on Ancient Isles.
Alright, very standard bans. Let's see. Twisted could have been a dangerous map. I'd say pretty of the remaining 5 maps, though, they are pretty balanced. There's some matchups where some of these maps can be very favoring one of the races. But I think here it's okay. So AI it is.
Very good worm map.
Yes. But WFZ not a worm player in this matchup.
Yes, very weird. He plays it versus Orc, but not against Night Elf. He's the undead anomaly for sure.
Yeah, he has his own strategy. We saw that earlier against Orc already with the Dreadnought and the Shade. Against Night Elf, he has been playing the same style for so long. I think it has changed a little bit since 2014, but Naga second, tier 3, Ghouls of course, and then going into A-bombs and Destroyers. No Frostworms, but with that he still has very good hero damage because he will have Naga plus the Orb, so he can slow down the Demon Hunter in the front lines, and normal damage from the A-bombs coming into that as well. But Frostworm seemed to be the thing that made 120 and Happy so unbelievably powerful against Night Elf. But WFZ, he doesn't seem to value them. One of the few undeads who doesn't.
Indeed, his win rate versus Night Elf was one of the best in the world once, but now it's dropped to 54%. Foggy, in general, versus Undead, it's his weakest matchup, but still close to 60 here, despite losing to Happy so many times. That means, is he only falling to Happy and 120? Is maybe his matchup not that bad, but there's just 2 players that are better? In direct competition against WFZ, he has the positive stats. In series, it's very close, 3-2. In maps, it's 8-6 overall. And since September, they met twice, and it is 1 win for WFZ, 2-1. It is 1 win for Foggy, 2-1. When they meet, it's close, and when they meet, we don't know the outcome. Foggy, the last surviving Westerner. Hunter, out in the group stage, last place. Hawk, out in the group stage, last place. This will not happen to Foggy, but there's still a chance for the lower bracket. He wants to go through the winner bracket once again, therefore he needs 2 maps, and the first one would be AI.
So we saw something very unusual from Foggy earlier in the Night of Mirror with a Potom. In this matchup, yeah, it's always Demon Hunter. We used to see Warden for some time, a couple of years ago, you know, harassment heavy, not really taking the all-out fights, but looking more towards the Acolytes, killing those off and getting an expansion perhaps behind it. But no, it is the Demon Hunter here. You can still go for unusual strategies with this. There was a time when Foggy, you know, JR Cup days, seemed to feel very desperate against Happy. He tried all kinds of stuff, and he found some success with early expansion with a bunch of archers into Talons, actually. Talons, that's right. They sound like a bad idea against Undead because of Destroyers, but if you have a big number of them that you can spam more Cyclone, then there is Dispel for the Undead, and you can shoot the Destroyers out of the sky. It can work. Or, of course, it's going to be the more standard Bears and Dryads. Foggy used to value Hippos very, very highly. Lots of Night Elves disagree with him. They want to go heavier into the Dryads. What his stance is at the moment, I'm not certain.
Okay, Foggy had only one tournament where he was eliminated by an undead. That was the Color Cup, where he really had a bad day and lost to Lucifer. Apart from that, only orcs and humans seem to be able to kill him, and that is oftentimes Lyn, which is no shame at all, especially not this year. So this is AI, this is the basically guaranteed level 2. The Moonwell will stay alive here. There's no way he lets this one fall. 3 Moonwells into tech, so he has a lot of moon juice to work with.
Yeah. It's a pretty late tech. 3 Moonwells here, as you say. He may suspect early aggression from WFZ. It's looking like that, in fact. No creeping at all. The ghoul, the aggressive ghoul, still over here. What's the Demon Hunter doing? Maybe chasing down that one skeleton. That would give him level 2. Did he already get it? Not certain. The Moonwell remains alive. The ghoul's still in the base. No aggressive plays so far, so WFZ just harassing with the one single ghoul, along with the DK. No experience so far for the undead. Decent head start for the Demon Hunter. Where does Foggy go from here?
Late tier 2, I think, especially compared to the undead, which we will see now. Oh, actually, it's okay.
It's not too far behind, yeah.
It's not too far behind, indeed.
Something that we both, I think, have been criticizing Foggy for is playing this demon on the way to tier 2 so aggressively when he has so much power once he hits level 3. If you get early level 3 Demon Hunter with boots, the pressure you can assert on the map is crazy until Undead gets tier 3. The Wisp was sent out to scout here against the scouting ghouls, and I think he saw it, so that he could certainly pressure very well. He is at the shop now. He does have the money for boots, and here we go. A telestaff as well. Is he stepping into the main? Oh no, to the Wisp.
Yep. He expected the ghouls there, but WFZ saw that Foggy saw it and therefore retreated. So the
Nice
Demon Hunter,
play.
yeah, can be a little aggressive there now, but don't really want to be in an undead base. There's nothing really to kill. Oh, maybe the Ziggurat.
Doesn't want to get surrounded here though. 3 ghouls along with that 1 Ziggurat is going to be good enough. The rest of the ghoul crew comes home, but he will be speedy enough to not find himself in a surround. He does have that level 2 as well. He keeps the DK from creeping, and that's good for him. Of course, ideally you would like to be level 3, but if you can keep DK on level 1, that's also very, very good.
True that. It is only the Unholy Aura, no coil yet, so he has nothing to fear hero focus wise. There's a lot of mobility on Foggy's side with boots and staff, so can basically do whatever he wants at the moment. Also already making his way up to the expansion, but excellent scouting by WFZ here, sees it, therefore getting prepared for it. With the amount of ghouls that he has, Foggy now can't really risk to start this one.
Foggy used to be a Panda player, by the way, for a long time, until maybe half a year ago, where he started to experiment more. Last time these two met, the GCS Winter last season, Foggy played Naga 3 games in a row. What's his stance on this now? Lich second for WFZ, and I must say, this surprises me.
Me too, no Naga.
Yeah, normally WFZ always plays the Naga.
But Foggy saw it. It's nighttime, but still should have seen it. And of course he knows that tier 2 is finished, and therefore WFZ not positioning himself at the tavern. That gives him the information. Foggy again going for the Naga.
Alright. Solo creeping, the second hero, if it's a Panda, especially valuable. With the Naga, not too bad either, but still I hope he's gonna try to get that level 3 demon at some point. It's such a powerful weapon. So, big drop here. Lots of great items to find from this one.
But the undead is coming. Foggy knows, of course. Going for the Overlord. Not Overlord, but Overseer.
But he doesn't have coil. Like, so easy to kill these ghouls here. Tries for the deny. A little too late. And now he has double boots. I wonder if he sells one of them. I'd like to see him keep both.
Always great for the Naga, I mean.
Yeah. And also for the demon. I hope he keeps him.
The ghoul scouting the base wanted to cancel the lore, but the Naga is there to the rescue. But now there's no control anymore. He's losing the Engine of War for sure. But that's okay, I guess, since he got the big one already.
Yeah. He can certainly creep the remainder of the camp. And after that, it won't be too long until rejuvenation. Foggy's paying attention. He's not getting surrounded. He's killing off this ghoul. Can he keep...
So many ghouls already.
I think it was 2, right?
Yeah, like 2 is 2 more than against 1-0, for example.
I guess so.
And the third
He's
one.
gonna get another one!
It's so good, man. Naga getting caught off guard, though, with the Nova, but with the boots. Good item, I heard.
It's a really good item against Undead, especially. And this is gonna be okay. This is gonna be goal number 4 now. This is where it really starts to hurt. And
My
this is what you
God,
kind
what
of
a
have
slaughter.
to do with a Naga. If you fight with a Naga late game against 8 frenzy ghouls, those are gonna eat you alive.
The lack of coil, man, is hurting him so hard. Can he somehow pass this DK? Mana burn! Almost a kill.
Dude, he's dominating
Is
him.
absolutely crushing 1-2-0.
How much experience does the DK have? 25 from that 1
Yeah,
Ancient of
I think
War?
so.
Double Slaughterhouse?
Okay.
What? A-bombs
A-bombs
and destroyers? Or what?
yeah. We saw this by TBC against Moon, but that didn't really work out.
Oh, the Ankh. Usually an item that you don't... Oh, excuse me. That you're not too satisfied to see, but against all that hero kill potential for the undead, it is very nice. After this camp, the DK still won't be level 2. He's sharing the experience here, and if Foggy finds him, he may find some more ghouls to kill as well.
Of course, I meant he's crushing WFZ, not 1-2-0. Sorry about that. He's a little late for the Slaughterhouse cancel. He goes A-bombs immediately with that. And now he has to be a little worried about the Nova, despite... Is there mana? No, there's not, but there will be soon. So Foggy, once again, good timing to retreat.
Everything's low for him now. He has not seen his base in quite a while, so Moon Juice should be looking very, very good. But would have to run across the entirety of the map to get there. He keeps on creeping instead, over at the Merchant. Without bears, it's a little hard to do. A creep drag here could be really dangerous.
Yeah, but Foggy plays it focus style, only going for the items. And then retreats, which is a good idea. But now he really needs to heal. And that should cost all his Moon Juice for sure. Tier 3 is done. Bears are coming. And what can WFZ do? Usually, you need these ghouls as buffer units to soak up the damage for your destroyers, but with a WFZ play, I don't really know what to think about it, actually. Are they that necessary?
I think just Dryads and Bears should be solid here. I mean, they're always good, they're always decent. Against Undead, certainly. Maybe not so much against Orc. Especially with these weak Undead heroes. Level 2-1 still only, and you can kite A-bombs so well with double slow.
At least he has Coil now in this engagement, and he has Orb. But that's about it. I'm pretty sure Destroyer upgrade is not finished since he went for that early A-bomb.
And even with it, what does he do with his Destroyer upgrade? Oh, the Lich in trouble. Coil comes in time. DK stayed out of burn range, which was pretty good. But this is going to be fairly expensive. He's going to need another Coil. And another one after that. Lots of mana invested. The A-bombs are pretty sturdy in the front line.
Dude, it's mass A-bombs.
Alright.
What the hell? This is so unheard of.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Like, this defeats all timings that we know. This is different from any undead play against Night Elf that we know.
WZ has always played A-bombs against Night Elf, but only like 2, maybe 3 maximum in a big army with triple hero. This is very, very unusual. Foggy really seems to have completely destroyed his game plan.
WFC expects an expansion, I guess. So this school movement will be a little bit of a waste. We'd love to see a Dreadlord with Vamp Aura now. I mean, then they're so tanky. With the statues, with the Aura, and Vamp Aura. What can kill them? I mean... Well, in the absence of Fiends, maybe Chimeras, but that's a long tech tree.
A-bombs do good damage if they do connect with their targets. But oftentimes you can kite against them, especially with Dryads. But against these bears, there should be a solid front line. I don't know, it's weird.
It's very interesting to watch.
4 bears now. If there's no destroyers anymore, the bears will of course easily win the battle with Roar and Reju. But the statues, don't underestimate the statues. They're gonna be really, really good. They can never be killed.
With the big creeps being gone here, it's not that easy for WFZ to go to level 3. Foggy, does he want to engage already? He's waiting for his bears. A little Congo line here. Not the ideal army positioning for the Ukrainian. Gets some free hits on the statues, but that's about it.
Building cancelled there, may have been an expansion, not quite sure. Coil Nova onto the Demon Hunter, he's still fairly tanky. That's also a nice thing about these A-bombs, of course. Really good damage against the heroes. Lich in trouble still. Demon dropping low, he has the Ankh. Does he want to use it already? Looks like it. Invul on the Lich. Naga, she's surrounded by A-bombs! She also has an Ankh. Thank goodness he has 2 of those. Demon is back, Statue's in trouble. He actually killed the statues off first, so no more healing. Now the Destroyer, barely alive still. The Naga in trouble, needs to transfer TP or something or a staff. She runs away with the boots of speed, she's fast enough. Archer's of course gonna die quickly. TP out from the Undead. The 1 A-bomb, can he find the kill?
Yes,
barely he does.
43 supply for WFZ left, 49 for Foggy, still looking good. Yeah, now we see wagons as mass damage. Also against expansions, very good, which are kind of a win condition for Night Elves usually. Foggy was moving in Wisp Downs, right? So looks like he's trying to expand now. Pretty sure he is.
Yeah. But I don't know that you need an expansion as a Night Elf here to stand a chance in this late game.
Yeah,
because it's only 2 heroes. They're not very well leveled. And there's no worms. It's a super... I've never seen an Undead game like this.
No, not on pro level. I mean, on ladder, yeah, maybe. Oh, nice! Boots of Quel'Thalas for the Demon Hunter. More damage, more attack speed, more armor, of course.
Oh, Zeppelin drops. Alright, he's gonna abuse the economy here.
And it's not that easy to defend this with Abomination since they're so clunky and so big.
Yeah, and it's also so smart because he knows he forced the TP before. Oftentimes Undeads will not rebuy that in this late game scenario. Plus, there might be no air for the Undead to see this above the trees.
Okay, attack upgrade number 2 for the Bears. Will WFZ move out or not? He sees the Zeppelin now. Is there a target? I mean, of course, always the Haunted Goldmine, but with how many Bears is the question. There's not much range except the siege damage. Okay, going for the Acolytes, kills 1, and now there's space for the Bears. Very well executed, level up for the Naga, and there's not really repair against this.
This should be the kill. I don't think he can get rid of this in time. Certainly not.
The bear block. Look at the bear block in the bottom left. He's blocking 3 A-bombs at the same time. He can't reach, and he kills the Haunted Goldmine and TP's out. So worth it without a lot of losses. And buying time at the expansion once again. Marvelous play by Foggy.
Wonderful trade. 1 bear kill traded for the Haunted Goldmine and like 3 Acolytes. This is economic GG usually. You're not supposed to be able to come back from this. Such a massive goal lead now for Foggy. There will be no mining for such a long time. WFZ, it seems like he only has 1 push in him to win this game, and this is it. He has to win the game right here and now.
So, Demon Hunter coming in with an anti-magic. There's no bears in the front line at the moment, but here they come. Only 3 abominations against 3 bears. It's usually a fight that will be won by the bears, but now, oh my god, the Meat Wagon's doing a lot of damage against the Dryads in the back, but now comes the dancing, now comes the dodging. Demon Hunter dropping fairly low, but there is a staff on the Naga.
Yeah, needs to be a little bit careful here. And is he gonna staff him out? Fog Lightning coming in, double kill into the A-bombs, and now the Meat Wagons don't have protection anymore. Not really anyways. And now they should be easy kills for the Dryads chasing. They are fast enough. The Unholy Aura is not doing well enough. The heroes for WC trying to buy space. The Lich in trouble. Focus fire. No Fog Lightning ready. No mana. Invul has to be forced. And that's the GG! And the 3rd map in a row for Foggy. The 3rd dominant win by our boy from the Ukraine. Only 1 step away now from the playoffs once again.
Like, seriously, we know that we are a little bit biased towards him. And we like him a lot. And we hope the best for him. But for 3 maps, he's the most dominating player in the tournament so far. Nobody has dominated like him so far.
True. He's looking extremely strong. And WFZ's opening there was really weird. Stuck on level 1 forever.
Losing 4 ghouls. Then going... Was mass A-bombs already desperation move with that?
Yeah, that's the question. Is this the strategy they was planning to go into from the very get-go? Or was this just something he adjusted to on the fly?
So many people were scared for Foggy when he faced WFZ because on paper his Undead matchup is so bad, but he showed that like he has a plan once again, worked out once again, taking the lead once again.
I must say though, WFZ looked a lot better in the first game, and we've seen him a lot better online as well against Night Elf, especially in the past. That was a bit of a fluke, I think, that game. Normally it wouldn't look like this. Seems like this was just given to Foggy. Like he's aggressive with his ghouls without coil backup. You can just snipe those so easily.
Yeah, the Naga impact, you can you could so feel it, man. Once he was on the battlefield, the ghoul said like, okay, yeah, no, I don't like this game anymore. Please get me out of here.
Yeah. And that's once again perhaps WFZ's stubbornness coming to bite him, you know? He always plays this so aggressively, and then if it doesn't work out, this aggression, he falls so far behind. Other players, 1-0 and Happy especially, will play this more passively, will have a better backup plan. No expansion was required here this game. Lots more gold still for Foggy. Seems like WFZ was in upkeep for a long time. And of course, the gold mine kill.
Yeah, the gold mine kill was absolutely the key at the end. There was no coming back from that.
Yeah, that was the checkmate move, pretty much.
Yeah. So what's his map choice now? I mean, we have seen him so strong against Fly. It's not like he's bad or something. That's why he's in the winner bracket final.
If he wants to stick to aggression, then of course he will want to pick a good map for aggression. Echo Isles is one of those. Demon Hunter will only be pretty far away from level 2. Base to base distance is good. And he goes for Last Refuge instead. Okay. Much the same. The Demon Hunter will get the first camp from the Ancient of War, of course, but he's far away from level 2 after that. If you want to be aggressive on level 1 with aura only, this is a pretty good map for that. I'm still not a fan. I think that's an outdated build. I think it has too many downsides. Let's see if WFZ sticks with it regardless.
Yeah, that is indeed the question. Foggy always comes up with new stuff. It's kind of separating the two from each other. I mean, this wasn't too innovative by Foggy.
No, it was very straight up.
Yeah. Aggressive, but nothing that like you prepare for a big tournament or something.
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward. Like, you kill 4 ghouls in the early game, and usually it's looking pretty good for you after that. And then these weird A-bombs. When he got the Naga surround, I was like, oh, maybe this can be something. But he had the Ankh there. Double Ankh, actually both coming in. Valuable.
Like
for once.
One game in a million where an Ankh is really useful. That was a lot of damage. Didn't WFZ like realize that there were 2 Ankhs? I mean, that was easily 1,600 damage or so. Oh, 1,500 maybe.
I think he didn't click on the inventory, just saw the opportunity for the surround, went for it. Was a pretty nice surround, but well.
Yeah, with 4 A-bombs, it's not that easy.
Came back right after. Alright. Map number 2, Last Refuge. Should have said this, honestly. Again, this is amazing for Frostrooms, amazing for Destroyers as well. WFZ not really a Worm player, but we didn't think he was an A-bomb player either. What's it gonna be this time?
Correct. So for Foggy, there's always the chance to go for Warden as well. We've seen this quite a bit. Even with the nerf on Blink on level 3. That is still an option, I think. Even if you can't blink around that much. Still a potent first hero, but I think with having this first game won so easily, the Demon Hunter will be his choice.
I feel like Warden... She can be very flashy, she can be really strong, but it seems to me like you're putting yourself in the hands of your opponent, because if the Undead plays well against you, he will know that the Warden is very weak before level 5, and if you survive her mana, then the fight should be easy. Whereas the Demon Hunter is always strong, is always viable, will always scale well, and is the safe choice, and it's going to be picked here.
Okay, Demon Hunter it is, Death Knight it is, no big surprises here, no tower push or whatever. That is a pocket strategy, or could be a potential pocket strategy for WFZ. So Last Refuge is, in general, a bigger map, better items for sure. Also a few consumables at the shops, at the laboratories. Good aura items possible at the red spots and at the mercenary camp, and a bit of tier 2 permanence for your Demon Hunter, for your Lich on the other drops there.
And once again, he's using this aggressive ghoul. This is a lot of lumber that he's not going to be having as quickly, so it's going to be a later tech for him. But if game 1 was any indication, then Foggy is going to respond with a 3 Moonwell tech, so he's going to have a late tech himself. Again, this demon will be level 1 for quite a while. So if WFZ really wants to be super aggressive against this, he could do it, but that's a very nice find to deflect ghouls early. The first claws of attack.
Yeah, the ghouls have so few HP, and then having a claw boosts your damage by a lot, so that's nice. Early shop.
Early shop? What?
Ah, 21 supply. No. Right? Oh yeah, 21 supply.
Yes.
Move.
Just for like a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Alright, interesting. So the DK comes out and actually is not being too aggressive. Seems like he wants to prevent the Demon Hunters creeping here. Keep him from level 2. Ghouls, West Scout making sure this is no double crypt ghoul rush. But I think those days are over. HLA is no longer playing. The last time when I saw that. Was very entertaining though. Still think back.
You're still grieving, right?
I am. Still write him love letters, he doesn't respond.
There might be a reason, man. Think about yourself. Yo, Foggy has a wisp in position. He sees exactly what WFZ is doing, but the Death Knight once again, the aggressor here with 0 XP. We've seen this before. We've seen this no coil build, and yeah, will this just be Engine Isles all over again?
It could be, because now the issue is, okay, how do I creep? Where do I creep safely? Because the Demon Hunter, he does have the claws now, he's not level 2 yet, but he also has 3 archer backup. So, if I'm creeping, these ghouls can die very fast, and there's going to be boots of speed in a moment as well, making it harder to deal with this Demon Hunter. Whereas, if you go creeping immediately, you get level 2 for the DK, and that cannot really be prevented by the Night Elf. So he's creeping now. The archers are not really close by. The Wisp sees it though. So it is a bit of experience for the Death Knight. Gloves of Haste for him, but still no level 2.
I like that he goes for a staff now again. So if there's an opening, you can staff on something. Oh boy, this graveyard is cancelled, and that is such a big building for the undead.
And he staffs to the creep camp, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
so fast.
Gonna get level 2 there. Question is how far along the tech is. I think it's okay. Yeah, it's like only halfway through. So
Ah, okay,
not
yeah.
gonna be a big delay.
That's true. But without that, no graveyard, no fiends, no slaughterhouse. That's massive.
So level 2 here for the demon. Oh, he starts this camp. This is very unusual. Unlikely to get scouted. If it was to get scouted, this could be dangerous and could get punished hard, but Foggy has the wrong read. For once, his Wisp Scout isn't on point. He's looking at the gold mine. There, of course, the undead is not, but rather at the merchant. Got level 2. Is gonna get a big item. And yeah, in general, lots of experience from this camp.
Okay, so he has the coil now. He's getting closer to level 3. Big healing, okay. Would have loved an invul or a mana potion, of course. Maybe even Scroll of the Beast can be nice for the first big push. But of course, there's wisps most likely, so it's not that great.
Can you get the ghoul here? How good is the undead's micro? Ah, with the coil. It is certainly good enough for the save. The Halls of the Dead finishes as well. Oh, he's getting slowed here. This could be a TP forced if he gets the surround off.
Yeah, it's easier with slow, but he still has a staff. I don't know if he's on cooldown or not.
That was so close.
That was really close against the cliff there as well. But
Staff was still on cooldown.
Naga's here now, though. No lich yet.
And there's going to be some more ghoul kills. How many can he get? Certainly the one. Naga has the boots here to be able to catch up to the next ghoul, but seems like the rest are in safety.
Yeah, we will see that. As soon as the ogre dies, most likely to Foggy as well. Slaughterhouse coming in tier 3. Double Engine of Law for Foggy once again. No tier 3 tech yet, but he's getting there and starting very, very soon for his bears.
And WFZ sticks with his mid-game from the previous game. He goes for a Lich again. Seems like he really moved away from the Naga despite this pretty good early game that he had this time around. Wow, how quickly did he kill this Ogre Magi? That was so fast. And with that he got the, what's it called? Healing wards. And actually that's so nice for him now. He doesn't have to rely on Ancient of War or Reju for creeping.
Absolutely great.
That's such a good drop.
Sometimes underestimated, I think, how good this is for creeping, because if you put it in fights, it gets easily cancelled by any ranged unit. It's like 1 shot or 2 shots and gone it is. But if there's no opponent, the creeps won't attack it. And yeah, you can see how good this is. He doesn't have to wait for Reju for the bears, and he can take out the consumable spot at the shop here once. And Scroll the Beast, one for the shop, but can trade it for an invul.
Exactly. I like that he prioritizes level 3 demon more here. He is going to be there kind of soon and goes for the dryads. Tier 3 is coming. What's WFZ doing? Is it this weird mass A-bomb play again, which is so unusual? I've never seen that before, and I see a lot of undead games, guys. It's not like I see very few of them. Level 3 on the DK now, so the coil is gonna be very powerful. If he won't have too many, depending on the burns, because Demon is gonna be level 3 here himself, hoping for a health stone or an Ankh here, anything that keeps him alive. Book of the Dead.
Okay, with the staff to the...
against the destroyers.
Against the destroyers, no, but like against the acolytes maybe?
But tier 3 must be done by now. And it's a lot of gold. Go for some healing items instead, I think. Would be the safer call. But WFZ, like earlier, again the matchup against Orc, he's getting a lot of creeping done with like barely any army at all.
Also a decent Lich now.
And,
with the glove, orb.
And this is a Naga opening. Oh, he used it for creeping actually.
Okay, yeah, for the mercenary camp, that's nice.
That's also cool, yeah. Also nice usage. But anyways, it's a Naga opening, and he only killed one ghoul. That is not as much as you would like to get with that normally. The frenzy timing could be painful.
Yeah, everything is better this time for WFZ, like earlier level 2, earlier coils, less killed ghouls, better hero levels in general. True Shot aura, pretty nice for the Dryads and the Naga.
Yep.
But yeah, the Lich is better than in the game before. Double Slaughterhouse again, this time Destroyer. Like he's playing this without any fiends, right?
Yeah, it's like melee plus a couple of destroyers. Yeah. So level 3 for the Naga here is gonna be pretty good against Frenzy Ghouls, of which we have a couple now. First Red Camp goes to the Undead. This can be the dream item, one of the best ones in the game. The Catgas Pipe, it's the
nice
battle drums.
10% damage on everything. And the Lich is getting more and more scary with this item.
So this time he had a better early and mid game, obviously. Can these A-bombs look impressive then?
I don't know, man.
I think Foggy should try to play his Demon Hunter on the outskirts of the battle. Don't tank the damage, you know, weave in and out, do the mana burn dance. Go for the statues maybe? Probably not. But try to attack only one A-bomb from the side. Because he's gonna have a lot of hero damage. Yeah. Damage against heroes, that is, WFZ.
Second red spot for the Undead as well. He's creeping this so well with the one Destroyer. This Ogre Magi provides a lot of buffs, so he can just soak them up and has mana, and therefore speeds up the creeping. Crystal Ball for him, not that great. Even attack upgrades for ghouls, and most likely abominations are coming as well with the upgrade. Once again, when was the last Undead that played lots of melee in this? I mean, WFZ has always been a fan of abominations in this matchup, going for more than usual, but always later. And Foggy now...
I love the Hippo.
With the transition of
the Hippo. I love the Hippo, so smart. There's not a single fiend.
Yeah.
Yes, it's gonna take a while to take out the destroyers, but there's no answer to it.
Lich, right clicks, that's it.
May have to invest the Coil Nova, exactly.
Yeah.
But if that lands on a Hippo, I think you're fine with that.
Okay, Talisman of Evasion, but level 4 on the DK. Level 2 Aura is quite nice, so...
Creepjack, but the camp has already been finished. The bears still take a while to get over here. Does WFZ want to fight this? It's kind of a small army.
It's 57 supply versus 48. He does have the...
But a lot is missing still in production.
Okay, and the Expo is coming. So, Coil Nova here only killing an archer and TP out, so he got what he could with a fast snipe, and the rest wasn't ready yet.
2 ghouls for 1 archer, TP gone. Oh, I love the ghoul run by. So nice.
Yeah, this time it works. Like on AI, he predicted that as well because he saw the Wisp earlier and then Foggy kind of faked him out. This time, 5 ghouls, there's no way. Naga with Fog Lightning helps a little, gets a few kills. Oh, with the Dryad, he could actually get more.
Oh, that's a lot of ghoul kills.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like 4. That's expensive then. I could get 1 more with better micro. Waiting for the Fog Lightning maybe. Oh, he's gonna get all of them. Wow. Every single one. Well done by Foggy. 10
supply just wiped out WFZ down to 41.
And don't underestimate this, guys. Don't think this is only ghouls. Frenzy ghouls are always good.
Holy shit, that Lich.
And especially when there's no Panda. Naga has a very tough time dealing with those if they're accompanied by a real army. But yeah, that Lich is a beast.
And again, like the ghouls would have soaked up so much damage before you can actually hit the destroyers or the A-bombs, which take a lot longer. You have to take care of them first because you take them out so easily, so that's like a few seconds that he won there in the next big engagement.
Shredder? Alright.
Okay,
oh, and he's gonna lose it immediately? Oh no.
Oh, that's so bad!
So much money wasted. Oh my god.
WFZ is losing resources left, right, and center. Oh, then staff before the coil arrives. Foggy is pulling all the strings, even saving the Dryad.
He's playing so well right now.
Unbelievable performance.
Looking at the Demon Hunter's inventory gets me a little bit worried. Doesn't have an invul, but other than that, this game is looking so well for Foggy. It wasn't as much of a slam dunk in the early game as it was before, but the late game he's playing so damn well.
Yeah. Foggy on fire! And the Expo is coming. So there's no way, without the lack of the 5 ghouls now, that he can kill this, right? Does he have wagons?
He could kill it and TP out. He does have enough damage.
Okay, he saw the
here.
creep now. It's not the best idea. Attack? No. Is he attacking? Does he have some nuke damage? No, but he has to TP out.
Yes.
Does he have the resources? I don't think so.
Did he not bring a TP? He must have, right?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Once again, getting a few free kills, but it's only archers. Like, what do the archers do? As the anti-air, you have dryads, you have hippos. That's enough.
Yeah. The archers.
But good timing to kill that Expo again. Like, that was really close to completion.
Yeah. But Foggy, he's not at at 1 for gold. He has 1.5k. Same as the case for WFZ, but guess what? The lumber. Look at the lumber. He got a shredder to have lumber.
He pulled all the ghouls.
Yeah.
He pulled all the ghouls to cancel the expansion. That's exactly why he got the shredder. And now he's out of gold and stuck at 45 supply. Oh,
for
no.
For A-bombs, you need a lot of lumber. Yeah. 70 lumber per pop.
Double invis, by the way. Demon Hunter and Naga both.
He's gonna get teleportation staff on the Naga now, I think. Or no, he can staff her out with your normal staff and then, you know, use the tele on the demon. That's pretty cool. Gonna kill a number of acolytes here. 1, 2. Alright, that should be it though.
I thought he wanted more, but okay. Staff out, Coil Nova! Not enough. Demon Hunter too tanky. And another expansion attempt. Foggy's army is not really scary. He used a lot of gold now on the items. Got 2... Like, acolytes don't really care for WFZ at the moment because he has so much gold. So I don't know if that was so necessary.
Yeah, but it's also distraction, time in which he wasn't attacking the base up there. He placed a sentry ward there, right? WFZ did? Something red on the minimap, so he does know that the Expo is coming up, so he can get ready for the timing. He is going for Fiends now, but he has 0 so far, so he needs a couple. Oh, there's another one. Okay, excuse me. So, despite this series of unfortunate events there that we just saw the couple of last minutes, I don't even think it's looking hopeless for WFZ.
Nah, hero combo is always good. The lit with this lich, the Naga is always in trouble. Good that Foggy carries a TP and an invo potion. And is there a second staff on the demon? Yeah. We saw the double staff before. Finally, we're getting Fiends after a long time.
And with this big A-bomb frontline, it might be really hard for the demon to reach the heroes for the burn.
Yeah.
And if the A-bombs are supported by coils and Novas fly onto the bears, then this could be a fight that WFZ can win, maybe.
What do you think about the Dreadlord third hero? Does it delay the other 2 heroes too much? Is 5/5 so much better?
It is very expensive for an aura only. 425 gold.
Sleep is always decent. Carrion Swarm is not really good though, yeah, you're right.
And as long as there's Dryads, sleep shouldn't last too long either.
Yeah.
So he's moving across with his 2 heroes. 69 supply, big undead army.
Again, he's pushing. Foggy's expansion has not paid off. He's at 70 supply, but yeah, a lot of stuff is stuck in production. Here we go. 3 A-bombs through 4 bears, but a few of them can't reach. And the first one is down already. Here come the hippos, though. He does have web. Almost the perfect amount. As 1 is slowed, he can only attack with 1. 2 now, but he's kiting back, and the web is going to be ready soon.
I like how he focuses on the Fiends here, not just A-click on the Bears, because now almost all the Fiends are dead. We only have one remaining. And to the side, he splits some units off against the Meat Wagon. Really well micro. The Lich in trouble against the coil last second. And now the Bears seem to be smashing through these A-bombs. Lich in trouble again. Perfect timing of the healing potion here before the Fog Lightning. With that, he will survive. There's another coil on the DK. But man, he stands no chance in this fight. I thought this was going to be closer, but no, these Bears are just too strong.
Mana burn on the DK, so there's no coil anymore. Once again, he finds the target. That is the Lich. And now the Demon Hunter on the prowl. And I think, oh, there was another coil actually. Level 5 on the DK. Gets the level up. Oh, nice burrow there by the Fiend. But the Lich is suffering so hard. The A-bombs as well. Invo potion on the Demon Hunter. Is there another nuke? He's going for the DK. Naga going down. But as I said, there is another Invo potion. Lich is fully healed. Destroyers is up again.
Where are the Hippos, I wonder? Well, only one Destroyer anyways left, but he might be able to find a couple of kills. He needs the Demon Hunter kill, otherwise his game must be lost. The DK in trouble. One more right click from the Naga. Kills the first hero, and that must be it. Foggy with a clean slate through to the playoffs 4-0. Our hope remains alive.
Only Infi and Foggy remain with a clean sheet here. 2-0 over Life, 2-0 over WFZ. The Chinese can't beat him. The silver medalist of GCS Fall 2017. GCS Winter, I'm sorry. First game was a stomp. Second game was closer, but I wasn't really fearing for his map there.
But imagine he doesn't lose those 5 ghouls. Imagine he keeps the Shredder alive. This could have been a really scary push there towards the end. I thought it was going to be a lot scarier than it was. Like, he just smashed through the undead army. He just ignored the A-bombs. They don't do so much damage that you have to deal with them. Kills the Fiends. Hippos reign supreme in the air. Destroyers will get taken out one after the next. Really well done by Foggy. And like these 2 games, if you only see them as an isolated event, you wouldn't think that this is his weak matchup.
No, as I said, man, I think he's just weak against 1-0 and happy. He's not bad against Undead in general. He's just bad against those 2 players. Sometimes we have that for example, TH is pretty great against Orc, but against Lin he doesn't stand a chance. This is kind of weird. Also, Lawlight is pretty great against Orc, but against Lin he's absolutely horrendous. So this happens. Here we see it, by the way. 700 gold advantage. A lot of kills. Demon Hunter, Naga, 5-5. And Foggy 4-0 in the group stage. Actually, I was a little scared that he might slip, but he just doesn't. He doesn't. Group stages, he always survives them. 5th GCS participation. 5th time he goes to the playoffs. What an accomplishment.
Yes.
For the 25-year-old.
And this now means he's in first place. That means in the next game he is going to avoid first places. That is 1-0. And Lin.
And Lawlight.
Very good. And has a good chance of ending up on the other side of the bracket than 1-0 if we want to think ahead until the grand final.
There's going to be a special guest later drawing that quarterfinals.
After the games, exactly. So I hope you guys stay tuned. It's going to be a bit of a surprise who's going to do that. So we have 7 out of 8 confirmed Neo. Who's going to be the last one?
It's either Life, Fly, or WFZ. The 3 Chinese now amongst themselves. The lower bracket semi-final is Life versus Fly. Life looked pretty weak, actually. Had no chance against Foggy's unusual tactics, but of course, if you're not that prepared, then you're especially not prepared for special tactics. Fly looked good, but couldn't seal the deal against WFZ.
And WFZ in that game looked very strong.
Oh, yeah.
Also. Micro is a little hard out there. And had his own strategies prepared. Kind of cool, like, this day, how unusual strategies seem to be so powerful. Well, not the A-bombs, though. They were the exception. Here in that fight, it looked kind of cool. He got the Ankh early and then gets the surround really good with 4 A-bombs. So much damage, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but the Ankhs, man, usually we say it's bad because of the positions you respawn in. But in this fight, so much damage wasted. Look at the bears. They're all healthy, like they're just out of the Ancient of Lore. And then this move was so great. Zeppelin drop, realizing, okay, with these A-bombs, he can't defend this. The bear was blocking for such a long time. No way to defend this.
Yeah, that was the checkmate move. After that, the Tree of Life ensured it. He forced WFZ into a fight. There was no way he could bide his time and wait longer. And there was just not enough in the tank.
Seriously, that
A-bombs.
was just a smash. That was so one-sided.
And even here, he had a good early game.
Yeah.
He's took a lot of losses then, like this one, the Shredder's so expensive. Before that, 5 ghouls were not wasted, but lost in the cancelling of the expansion. And I imagine we're going to see the big fight. Good staff usage, so many saves, that riot as well, and a sliver of health. Here he cancels the expo again, was delayed for a really long time, but it did finally come up in the end. Here, act like harassment again, that one didn't do too much, but you know, kept him busy. Bit of a scary moment there for you. And in this fight, I thought this was going to be way closer, but he ran through that battle, going for the Fiends immediately, ignores the A-bombs.
It's so sick how he has that concave of 3 bears against the Fiends now, and how fast they fall when like there's no chance against them.
The roar was getting dispelled at points, but there's Mark of the Claw. You can reapply that all the time.
Also, you pointed out, like, splitting 2 Dryads and the bear against the wagon, otherwise this wagon does so much damage, and you constantly have to control your Dryads. Takes a lot of attention from you.
Yeah.
Alright, we're waiting for Foggy to come in as a little post-game interview, hopefully.
Is he coming?
Ah, there he is!
There we go. Well done, Foggy! First in his group.
So well done.
Take a seat.
Yeah, I am destroying machine.
In that first game, certainly, you totally destroyed him. He never even got to creep one single camp. He was level 1 forever.
It seems I took all items on my...
What?
Seems I took all creep...
Ah, yeah. On the first map, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, in that, like, Neo and me, we were both surprised by that strategy that WFZ went for. I had never seen it before. Mass A-bombs. Did you see that from him before? Did you know that he was going to play this?
But it before because he lost too much ghouls, so he...
But on map number 2, he did it again.
It's not enough lumber for Boneyard, for example, I think.
Maybe. But on map number 2, he went for mass A-bombs before he lost all of those ghouls. He already had double slaughterhouse. So I think that's just his style now. Yeah, you mentioned the Boneyard, the Frost Worms. That never really seemed to be his strategy. More 1-0 and happy style. WFZ seems to be struggling with his strategy in this matchup against Fly. He found a good one against you. Yeah, it didn't work at all. You looked very confident in that game. You looked like you felt that you were the better player, that you were going to win that game. Did you think you were going to win that game?
Yeah, of course.
Easily?
Not easily, but I was very confident about my group that I destroy all. Because
and you did.
You know, after 100 games versus happy play versus WFZ, it's not like scary. It is like only WFZ. So I practiced a lot versus happy, so my match was ended now better.
Okay. With this, you will not be playing against 1-0 in the next round. Neo and me, we are a little bit afraid should you play against 1-0. Looking ahead into the playoffs, are there some players you're afraid to play, or does it not matter?
Nobody afraid.
You can beat everybody?
Yeah, of course. I come on this GCS to be a champion, so it doesn't matter. Because Ugri told me that, oh, it's lucky that you don't get 1-0, but come on, I played versus Happy like 200 games on this period before I played before with 1-0, so for me it's nothing like.
Okay, I like to hear the confidence from you. But we can take a look at the second places so far. It's going to be Infi, it's going to be Moon, and TH. Out of those, who would you like to have in the first round? Infi, TH, and Moon. That's right? Second place.
Well, I think maybe a human better because Moon have very unusual style, so very hard to prepare for play versus Moon. But versus TH and Infi, I think I seen a lot of games and
you would feel
it's more clear, like Night Elf vs Human.
Okay.
So need play very well macro game, and also tomorrow is rest day, so I have full day that prepare a plan.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to play Verse Moon in final.
And claim the title of best player and best night elf in the world. And we were talking about this a little bit earlier. There's only one way for you to improve on last GCS performance, and that's first place. Many fans expect you to go far, and they want you to win the title, and they expect you to win the title. Does that put pressure on you? Do you feel pressure from the fans? Do you feel nervous? Do you feel like if you don't get first place, you disappoint them?
But I will get. What you talking if you don't get?
All right, so you don't feel pressure.
I feel very good that this time a bit more people like believe in me. Like last time, they always watch GCS and Foggy third place, so Foggy last time second place. So now they are more confident about me that Foggy can do it, because you know, first time when I come and met Lin in group, like Foggy, come on, no lucky 1-2-0 and Lin in group, so you can do it. But this time, I think most of the viewers very confident, and I'm also very confident. So it's very help, like synergy, you know.
Okay.
Kappa energy.
Yeah, you really never seem to be. You sound very confident here. You really never seem to be getting nervous on stage, which was so impressive the first time you came here. Didn't seem to affect you. You kept on improving. You're gonna play in front of a live audience on the weekend. Are you looking forward to that?
Of course. I think.
Do you think it's gonna affect you?
I think streaming is very help. Like you play every day with web camera, and so it's okay that all, like, doesn't matter who see your games. And I think for me it's even, I feel much confident because I see that someone look my game, so I must more clicking, more IPM, and try my best.
So, but are you saying that then it doesn't feel different for you playing on stage or at home?
Of course, it's different.
Do you try to, like,
at home? Sometimes someone like knock my window or my door, so it's so like.
Hopefully that won't happen here. Some players have trouble like focusing, concentrating when they're in the game, and you know they're on stage. They're starting to think, "Oh my God, what are they gonna say if I make a mistake or they lose a hero?" And then they start worrying, "Oh my God, I'm gonna hear so much about this." When you play, can you just focus on the game, think about it, and nothing else, or do you also can't help but you know think about?
I just have a plan,
stuff.
so I must use my plan, like do this, do this, do this, do this. Okay, game over. I win.
Okay, so you have your game plan and you stick to it.
Yeah,
and you think about nothing else.
Yeah, only think about my game plan. Like I must do this and this, and because I think many players like nervous because they haven't a plan. So just any situation, unusual situation in game. Oh, what I need to do this. But if you have a plan and you just play your best, so
all right,
must be no nerve.
Very good, thank you, Foggy. I hope we're gonna see you again, obviously, on Saturday. We are gonna continue with the next match. Thank you very much. I'm afraid I have to ask you to get up, and we'll be hearing more from the man himself, Foggy. He's playing again on Saturday, but we're not done yet with Group D.